Kids 214 here. Today I'm doing a quick review of Windows 8.1. Now, I recently installed the Windows 8.1, and to a lot of people it's confusing because Microsoft calls it Windows Blue, and people think that it's a whole new version of Windows. Well, no, it's Windows 8, but it has, some improvements and add-ons. It's kind of like, it's kin to Windows 8 in terms that Windows 2000 Pro is a pro version of Windows 2000, but don't get confused by that because, Windows 8 and Windows 2000 have nothing in common, but basically you have your same old Metro view. Now, there are a lot of people who say that it's hard to use, but I disagree with that because, one thing you need to consider is you should always buy a new PC with a new version of Windows, because a new PC has hardware specially designed for it. And with Windows 8, most any hardware you buy, a lot of it is, most hardware that you can buy in the store does not come with a Windows 8 specific disk. It comes with Windows 7 to Windows 7 as far back as XP support, and 50% of the time it's compatible. But it's best to go to the manufacturer's website, where a lot of times they'll have a Windows 8 specific program, and that's why I chose the Aspire one, which is what's considered a feather notebook. Now, feather means that it's in the netbook size range, and it's as thin as something like a tablet, but it has the full function of a normal laptop or desktop. You just have to, in order to have a disk drive, you have to get a external USB disk drive, which are very cheap. But because like I said with Windows 8, how most companies have the program on their website for computer hardware, you really don't need a disk drive whatsoever. Now, if you got to upgrade to Windows 8.1, if you were ignoring Metro and the Windows Store, just going straight to desktop, and you had something like Start 8, you will have to make a MSN account in order to upgrade. But now the Start menu it's not like Windows 7. It just goes back and forth through Metro, and when you're in a Windows app, like I'll show you, it'll go to Acer Crystal Eye, which is basically just a webcam program that came with the PC. And see, it has this that pops up that says "Here's Start." And what you do, you used to have to go up here to the top left of the screen where it shows a desktop window to get back to desktop. But now all you have to do is press that Start icon, and it goes back to Metro, and then here we go, back to desktop. So if you were confused about that, there's the solution. Now, the Start menu does have a program list, but it's not on the actual Start menu. On the taskbar, it says Desktop down here, and then this little arrow will then pull up programs. Now, one upgrade in Windows 8.1, I mean, interface-wise, that's better than the Windows 7 interface, is that if you right-click over the Start menu button, there's this little thing here that says Programs and Features, which is a shortcut to the uninstall programs section. And now that can be very useful if you want to get rid of some garbage that came, or you have some malware program you need to erase. Now, that's all I can say about, the basic interface. But let's see. We go to now. You can install things like Classic Start, which are absolutely free, which in desktop mode makes Windows 8 exactly the same as any previous version of Windows, except for you have the charms over here. And with the Windows 8.1, the apps or programs you have in the background will appear on the taskbar. So all you have to do is just click this little X, and then it goes away. Now, they used to only appear on the left corner of the screen, which it was a pain in the ass because you would accidentally be switching through apps and bullshit like that. Now, in our charms, we have a couple new attributes here. If you go to devices, you have these new options: play, print, and project, which is for using multiple screens. And it also has a new feature for smart TVs where you can, transmit the computer screen onto a smart TV via Wi-Fi, or via the smart TV and computer being connected to the same, Wi-Fi network. Well, that's a quick overview of Windows 8.1. I hope that you guys will try it. I promise it's not as difficult as people claim. Just people are nostalgic and they won't let go of the past. So that's why they hate on stuff like Windows 8. But in reality, Windows 8 is a great operating system. I mean, it's the fastest operating system in terms of size. No other operating system is as big as Windows 7 and runs faster than Puppy Linux. That's a pretty big accomplishment, okay?